You were never made to play small. Not in your body, not in your spirit, not in your purpose. But somewhere along the way, you learned how to disappear. You learned how to tone yourself down. You learned how to shrink so you wouldn't make others uncomfortable, so you wouldn't be rejected, so you wouldn't be seen before you were ready to hold the weight of visibility. This is how so many of us survive, by playing roles that keep us accepted. We wear humility like armor, but it's not real humility. It's fear dressed up as modesty. It's anxiety pretending to be quiet confidence. It's learned helplessness disguised as being low maintenance. But your soul knows better. Even if your mind tries to forget, even if your body has grown used to silence, your soul keeps whispering, "This isn't it. You were made for more." There's nothing wrong with you for shrinking. This isn't judgment. This is recognition. You didn't fail. You adapted. You learned to make yourself smaller in a world that never taught you how to take up space. You learned to make yourself approachable, safe, and the world rewarded it. You were praised for how little you asked for, how quiet you stayed, how much you gave without ever needing to be seen. But now you're here, tired, heavy, a little numb. You followed all the rules. You've done what they said would keep you loved. You stayed small so people wouldn't leave. You stayed agreeable so you wouldn't be judged. You kept it together because no one ever gave you space to fall apart. And still, something inside of you is restless. That restlessness is sacred. It's not dysfunction, it's not ingratitude, it's a signal. That version of you that was built to survive is no longer enough to hold who you're becoming. The strategies that once protected you are now suffocating you, and you feel it. You can't unfeel it once it begins. This is where the real work starts. Not fixing yourself, not becoming someone new, just finally allowing yourself to return to who you always were, before the world taught you to be less. You see, the truth is, playing small isn't about humility, it's about fear. It's fear of being seen and misunderstood, fear of being loved and then left, fear of finally getting what you want and realizing you still don't feel worthy of it. But none of that fear belongs to the real you. The real you, the essence of you, is divine. That essence doesn't shrink. It doesn't apologize for existing. It doesn't need approval to move. It doesn't calculate how much of itself is appropriate to bring into a room. It shows up in fullness. And let's be clear, fullness isn't about being loud or aggressive or flashy. It's about being true. It's about walking into a space and not leaving parts of yourself at the door just to be accepted. The world will try to convince you that being small is safe, but it's not safe. It's quiet suffocation. It's slow spiritual erosion. It's living life on mute when your spirit was built to sing. Some of you have spent years making yourselves small. For partners who couldn't meet you, jobs that didn't see you, communities that didn't know what to do with you. You've abandoned your voice to keep relationships intact. You've betrayed your intuition to avoid conflict. You've traded power for peace, but peace that required your silence was never peace. It was control. The problem isn't that you're too much. The problem is that you spend too long in spaces that required you to be less. You've outgrown the mask, you've outgrown the script, you've outgrown the identity you created just to make it through. And it's okay if the transition feels awkward, because stepping back into your full self means letting go of the protection you've built. It means sitting in rooms where you don't perform. It means saying what you mean, asking for what you need, holding your own gaze in the mirror without flinching. It means looking at the version of you that never got applause but kept showing up anyway, and finally telling them you don't have to hide anymore. This is what it means to stop playing small. Not chasing some big, dramatic, flashy moment. Not performing confidence. Just choosing yourself. Loudly, consistently, and without apology. And yes, people might leave. Yes, it might feel lonely at first, but I promise you, your life will get louder with truth. Your energy will shift. Your vision will expand. Your voice will stabilize. You'll feel it in your chest when you speak. You'll feel it in your spine when you walk into a room. Not arrogance, just clarity. This is your reminder. Your worth is not tied to your productivity. Your purpose is not defined by your perfection. Your power doesn't live in your performance. Your truth doesn't need a crowd to be real. You are not here to prove yourself. You are here to be yourself. And I know life has given you reasons to forget who you are. Trauma has a way of convincing you that you're small, that your softness is dangerous, that your voice is a liability, that you're safest when you're silent. But the truth, you were never meant to earn your way into visibility. You were born visible. God didn't create you for the background. You are not a side character in your own life. You don't exist to prop up other people's dreams while burying your own. You are a living, breathing answer to something this world needs. And the longer you stay small, the more the world misses out on what only you carry. Let this be the moment you choose to return to the dream you abandoned. To the voice you silenced, to the fire you tried to smother, to the truth you tucked away to survive. Let this be the breath you take before rising again, not as a version of you that's easy to digest, but as the real, full, powerful you. Because you are not your failure. You are not your lowest moment. You are not your lack. You are not your fear. You are a mirror of the divine. You are grace in motion. You are proof that even pain can produce power. You are the moment unfolding. You are enough. You are already enough. Stop playing small to keep people comfortable. Stop shrinking to be acceptable. Stop pretending that you're not ready. You don't need another certification. You don't need permission. You don't need more time. You need to remember. Remember the part of you that never stopped believing. The part that always knew. The part that dared to dream before you had proof. You are not behind. You are becoming. And you don't have to become perfectly. You just have to become honestly. So let this be your permission slip. To stop waiting, to stop shrinking, to stop asking if you're allowed. You are allowed. You've always been allowed. This is your life. Not a dress rehearsal. Not a placeholder. Not a waiting room. Start living like it. Start speaking like it. Start showing up like you actually believe in your own purpose. Because nothing about you is random. And nothing about your calling is small. Your softness is sacred. Your strength is holy. Your voice is needed. Your presence is the proof, and the world doesn't need a quieter version of you. It needs you, the real you, the whole you, the limitless you. You were never made to play small, and you don't have to anymore. Not after today, not ever again. Let this be the moment you choose to rise.